Hi y'all. So today I am posting a video that is not one of the usual videos that I post on my Instagram. So I am going to give a disclaimer that the purpose of this video is to be the first initial video to several videos I plan to post to share my experience that I had while patronizing a particular business that was offering a networking business retreat in Puerto Rico. The reasoning why I am deciding to share my experience, share my story, is so that other women don't make the same mistake that I made, and also to grab the attention of who needs to see this so that I can get the results that are owed to me. I am someone, as y'all know, who always supports other business owners. I go to networking events. I patronize other Black women. I buy their products, all kinds of things. And because I'm someone who supports other women in business, I would show up to the events no matter how much they cost. The last thing that I ever thought I would have to deal with is not being handled properly when it comes to another woman in business. So I'm making these videos to share my experience. The reasoning why I took so long to decide to share my experience when this happened last July is because from a entrepreneur, from a businesswoman who has dealt with the ups and downs that come with the business. I understand mistakes. They happen. I understand all of those things. However, we still have to be held accountable for those mistakes. I have tried over the last several months since July to communicate with the lady who was over this business, just simply so that I can get the funds returned back to me that are owed to me for this particular event. And she has decided to completely ignore me via email and deny my disputes and things like that, which have left me with no other choice than to share my experience so that this doesn't happen to anyone else. I'm hoping that this does grab her attention and hold her accountable, that it's not okay what she did. I do believe that things can be handled between women in business or business owner in general behind the scenes. I'm one of those people who don't believe that everything is for social media. I think that there's an order to doing things, and a part of that order is reaching out to that particular business, voicing concerns before it hits any type of social media or any type of internet platform. I have done those things. Myself and other women who had the same experience that I had, we all have reached out to her. We've sent emails, we've sent DMs, we've sent text messages, and it has resulted in nothing. This particular business owner, she is continuing to have these same type of events all over the United States, and she is preaching business and women empowerment. However, she left us without a place to stay. She put me in particular in a very uncomfortable position that I was not aware of prior to landing in Puerto Rico. And she has admitted fault for this. She has admitted fault to myself and the other women. And I have all the documentation. I have all the emails, all the texts, everything where she has admitted fault, and where I felt like she was ready to right her wrongs. For me, I don't require a lot, right? I'm one of those people where as long as you understand what you did wrong, I get it. We're small business owners. Things are going to happen. A lot of times we're learning in the process. I believe in showing someone grace, and I have done that. She particularly asked me to not post on social media, and I chose to not post on social media just to allow her the time, if she did not have this money, to come up with the money to compensate me. In all honesty, she robbed several women of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. She lied to us prior to the event. The week of the event, she even lied to our faces while we were in Puerto Rico. Majority of the things that she told us, we found out were not true after speaking to the hotel and things like that. And for that, there is no going back. The only thing that can be done is apologizing and refunding us our money for this particular experience that we did not have. So this is just part one. That's just a disclaimer on what the videos are going to be about. Hopefully it catches her attention. And this is not to tear her business down. I think that her idea and her goal behind what she's doing is magnificent. I'm all for all of that. However, on your journey, you cannot do others wrong. I understand mistakes. That's why you take accountability and you right your wrong. This is simply me sharing my experience on what I had to deal with and to warn other women to be careful, right? You still can patronize businesses, go on retreats and things like that, but make sure you have everything in order. Make sure that when you're paying, you get a contract. Make sure that you are paying with a credit card, get receipts and things like that, but also do your research. Never allow someone else to be complete control over your lodging arrangements, your transportation and things like that. Because when you're traveling out of the country and you put all that control to someone else, you deal with what I had to deal with. As business owners, we are held to a certain pedestal where we're not supposed to be unprofessional. We're not supposed to post certain things on our social media and all of those things. I hold myself to that pedestal. I don't post certain things on my business social media. I don't go back and forth with people online. It's just certain things that I don't do because I hold myself to a certain standard. So this is something that was very, very hard for me to decide to do. I'm going to speak the truth on what happened so that it sheds light on the situation.